Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We're glad that you're here. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musing, Science and Technology Channel.
Yes, sir. And we are taping still Steve in Apple Valley, and I am still at a secret location in Utah, but hope to return soon. So, not that I hope to return, but I got to return. So,
People's Republic of California.
People's Republic of California. That's right. And we are talking about the ocean today. So,
yeah, really interesting.
Yeah.
And you'll see on these slides that we show you as we go along. Ocean waves offer a massive and steady source of renewable energy, but capturing that power efficiently has remained a stubborn challenge. And I might add, without killing whales. A researcher at the University of Osaka has explored a new solution, a gyroscopic wave energy converter that uses a spinning flywheel inside a floating platform to generate electricity. It's genius. Would you like to know more?
Ocean waves are among the most plentiful and reliable sources of renewable energy on Earth. However, turning that constant motion into usable electricity has been proven difficult. Most existing wave energy systems work efficiently under specific conditions, which limits their usefulness in the ever-changing ocean environment. This has created a need for more flexible and effective technologies. So water creating electricity is not new. I mean, we have a ton of hydroelectric plants.
Yeah.
So
it's the same principle.
Right.
Except you don't have a facility that the water rushes through. You've got the water rushing through a free floating device.
Yeah.
And so it's gyroscopic. So as the ocean could be monster waves, 30, 50, 60 foot, but it's still the gyroscope on the inside. Think of that like how Air Force pilots go through training. They put them in this little circle thing that just, makes them go whichever way. That's right. The same thing.
Right.
A researcher from the University of Osaka has investigated a new type of system designed to overcome these limitations. The device, known as a gyroscopic wave energy converter, was evaluated for its ability to support large-scale power generation. The results of this work were published in the Journal of Fluid Mechanics on February 17, 2026.
The GWEC produces electricity using a spinning flywheel housed within a floating structure. So similar to like a hydroelectric plant, but it's not fixed.
Right.
As the platform moves with the waves, the flywheel converts that motion into energy. Because the system relies on gyroscopic behavior, it can be adjusted to capture energy efficiently across a wide range of wave frequencies instead of just a narrow band.
So it's interesting how they refer to the ocean waves as frequencies. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
When we look at a frequency, it's like two-dimensional, but the ocean is three-dimensional,
Right. And I can see one positive from this is that there's not going to be a issue with drought. So right now we depend on water from like dammed up water in a reservoir or a lake, rivers. And if there's a drought, like we occasionally have in California, actually a lot occasionally, that affects our electricity output. So,
yeah, I think these would be limited to the East Coast and West Coast and probably the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes, there's continual, like every 3 seconds, there's waves coming.
Yeah,
on the Great Lakes. Small waves. That's why if you fall into the lake, you're probably dead because you can't keep up with all the waves. There's no rest.
So they get undertows just like the ocean does and all that kind of stuff?
No, not undertowed. It's just what in the ocean, there's, you've got a minute or so in between waves that you can just kind of relax and rest. On the Great Lakes, it's constant. It's like a couple 5 seconds, 6 seconds in between a small, tiny wave. They're tiny, but you just get no rest. And pretty soon you get tired and you drown.
Well, that might be the ticket then. If there's more wave frequency of wave, that would be cool.
Yeah, little waves, but it's almost continuous. So, so the Great Lakes, it would work. The key mechanism behind the device is gyroscopic precession, which occurs when a spinning object responds to an external force. When waves cause the floating structure to pitch, move up and down, The spinning flywheel changes its orientation through precession, changing the direction of its spinning, direction it's spinning in. This motion is linked to a generator, allowing the system to produce electricity. So my next question is, how do you get you? So the generator's there. How do you get the electricity to a collector? You know what I'm saying?
A power cord.
Well, then now it's fixed, and that cord could break off in rough seas. You know.
Yeah, well, that. Then you've got a maintenance department. It's creating job security for a maintenance department. Somebody with an electrical background like yourself.
And that's gonna limit its motions because it's fixed to a cable. You know.
Yeah. You know, I've got a name for you already. It's called the GWEC Repair Corporation. All right. So where am I at here? Wave energy devices.
Yep.
Okay, this is a quote. Wave energy devices often struggle because ocean conditions are constantly changing, says Takahito Ida, author of the study. Going on with a quote, however, a gyroscopic system can be controlled in a way that maintains high energy absorption even as wave frequencies vary. Okay, well, they thought about this, obviously.
To understand how the system performs, researchers use linear wave theory to model the interactions among ocean waves, the floating platform, and the gyroscope. By examining these relationships, they identified the best settings for the flywheel speed and the generator's operation. Their analysis showed that when properly tuned, the GWEC can reach the theoretical maximum energy absorption efficiency of 1/2 at any wave frequency.
Okay, I just thought of something. What if you lived on one of the Great Lakes, or you lived on the ocean, on the coast, and you had one of these for your own personal use, like a solar panel system, and it was out in the ocean, and that power was feeding right into your house, or maybe a series of houses or buildings.
Like I'm saying, we got to run a cable from that device. Just think with me here, along the beach, up along the cliff or whatever, back to your house.
Well, and you're going to have some kind of a substation, right? Because the power is going to be hot, probably too hot for a house.
Yeah, transformer.
You have to have some kind of transformer or converter or something. But yeah, could you see that along the beach? You know, then that would probably be better than solar because the waves are always going, right? And sometimes you don't
unless you buried it. If you buried it, then the tree huggers wouldn't know that it's there. You know, if the tree huggers come along and see it on the beach, they're going to be up in arms.
Not that we have anything against people that hug trees. Actually, that's not true. But anyway. Okay, the team tested these findings with numerical simulations in both the frequency and time domains. Additional time domain simulations included nonlinear gyroscopic effects to assess potential limitations. The results show that the device maintains strong efficiency near its resonance frequency, meaning it performs best when its motion aligns with the natural rhythm of the waves. Okay.
By demonstrating how to fine-tune the gyroscope for optimal performance, the study outlines a clear path toward more acceptable wave energy systems as the demand for dependable renewable energy grows. Innovations like this could tap into the enormous energy potential of the oceans. And these guys, they did not tell us how they get the electricity from the device to the shore.
Secret stuff, man. They don't want to divulge their system yet. Somebody will tap into that.
Secret stuff, huh?
Yeah, secret
more
stuff.
Like problem they haven't solved.
Probably they need more money.
Give me your money.
Yeah, right. Anyway, good story. Yeah, I'm thinking all kinds of weird things on this. You could maybe you could take a small version of this with you when you're camping on the beach, and it'll create your power for you. I don't know. I'm envisioning a gyroscope inside of a ball.
Yeah.
Almost like a Urim and Thummim.
Almost.
Yeah. All right. Good story.
Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the afternoon.
Take care, everyone. Thanks.